Assalamu alaikum students. Today is Wednesday 19th August 2020 and as you know that we have started our revision and reinforcement because we are going to conduct our first term examination in the first week of September. Alright children, so as all of you know that yesterday we have revised using already and yet in the sentences, and we also practiced noun. And how did we practice that? We practiced that in the worksheet, and मैंने आपसे एक्सप्लेन किया था कि आप ये वर्कशीट जो है रफ रजिस्टर्स पे लूज शीट पे जो है प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, और आपने इसको प्रैक्टिस भी करना है और आपने लर्न भी करना है. यू सी दैट. सो हमने इसको कल इस तरह से प्रैक्टिस किया था, और आई एम श्योर आपने इसको डायरी जो आपको मिली थी आपने उसको सिमिलरली लर्न एंड प्रैक्टिस किया होगा. ऑलराइट, नाउ लेट्स मूव टुवर्ड्स टुडेज टॉपिक ऑफ रिविजन. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू रिवाइज सफिक्स, एंड along with the suffix we will revise phrases as well. Alright, for this one I would like you to open up suffix textbook page number. Yes, it is on page number 10. Alright, this was the story, unit number 3, Pip meets the convict, right? And on workbook page number 10 we did this topic of suffix. So what is a suffix? Let's recall first. A suffix is a group of word, or you can say that it's a part of a word that goes on the at the end of another word, right? And it is added at the end of the base word. And there are different suffix in English language. For example, li, ed, shun, or full, or less. But here we are going to use two of these suffix, that is less or full. Alright, let's take a closer look. Actually we did this topic, हमने ये learn किया था टॉपिक ऑन 11th में मंडे, और हमने जब ये प्रैक्टिस किया था यू सी यहाँ पे हमने different suffix write किए थे, ली, ed, shun, or full, less, right? And now we are going to practice the use of full and less. So suffix is a word, you see full and less is a suffix, and base word इसमें क्या है? help. So help is the base word, और यहाँ पे full आएगा और less आएगा. less actually इसको negative बनाता है, right? और full इसको positive meaning देता है. So let's add suffix full or less to the base words. Add suffix to these words to make adjectives. Harm, harmful, or it can be harmless. Pain, painful, or painless. Thankful, truthful, careful, useful, or useless. Use के साथ less भी आ सकता है. Use can take less or full, both. Hopeful or hopeless. Playful, tasteless, pointless, or useless. यहाँ पे हमने G में use है, इसके साथ full suffix use किया है, और यहाँ पे less. And the thing which is important to remember is that suffix is always added at the end of the base word. Prefix पहले आता है and suffix end में add होता है. Alright, most of the students do a common mistake. बहुत सारे student एक common mistake करते हैं that when we add suffix at the end of the word वो वहाँ पे space write कर देते हैं. So हमें वहाँ पे space नहीं write करनी. Harmful, this is one word. Harmful is the one word. As you see here in the examples, helpful or helpless. Do you see any space between helpless or full? No? Alright children, now let's practice Alright children, now we are going to add suffix full or less at the end of these base words. So full will make it positive and less will make it negative one. So let's practice this one. Truthful, tasteless, harmless, painful, hopeful, thankful. So these are the base words, और हमने इसमें suffix add करना है. Alright children, once again let me remind you very important thing कि जब आप इसके साथ suffix add करेंगे, you see there is no space between truth and full. This is one word, right? ये एक word है, आपने इसको write करते हुए mostly students make this common mistake कि इसमें space write कर देते हैं. So there should be no space between truth and full. So this is one word. Truthful, tasteless, harmless, राइट. अब ये harm जो बेस वर्ड है, इट कैन टेक बोथ ऑफ द सफिक्स फुल और लेस. harm के साथ फुल भी यूज़ हो सकता है और harm के साथ लेस सफिक्स भी यूज़ हो सकता है. बट इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है? हार्मफुल मीन्स कोई ऐसी चीज़ जिसके अंदर हार्म है आपको, जिससे नुकसान पहुंच सकता है. एंड हार्मलेस समथिंग विच इज़ फ्री ऑफ हार्म, जिससे आपको कोई नुकसान नहीं पहुंच सकता. सो हार्मफुल एंड हार्मलेस. हार्मलेस जो है ये एक नेगेटिव है और फुल जो है इसको पॉजिटिव बनाता है. कि हार्मफुल ऐसी चीज़ जिसमें नुकसान है और हार्मलेस जिसमें कोई नुकसान नहीं है. सिमिलरली पेनफुल जिसमें तकलीफ है, एंड पेनलेस जिसमें विदाउट एनी पेन, जिसमें कोई पेन नहीं है. होप इज़ द बेस वर्ड जो फुल और लेस दोनों सफिक्स ले सकता है. होपफुल मीन्स व्हेन यू आर होपफुल, जब आपको उम्मीद होती है, जब आप बहुत पॉजिटिव होते हैं. एंड होपलेस व्हेन यू आर डिसअपॉइंटेड, राइट, व्हेन यू आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. सो दैट इज़ होपलेस, व्हेन यू हैव नो होप, विदाउट होप. Thankful. Alright, so that's how you will practice adding suffix to the base words. Alright, now let's take a look at the phrases. Alright, at textbook page number 9 we did phrases. So what is a phrase? Phrase is basically a group of words but not a complete sentence. A phrase does not have a verb in it. Alright children, phrase is a group of word which does not give us a complete sense. वो हमें complete meaning नहीं देता, right? For example, the woman placed on the flowers on the table. So what is the phrase here? On the table. On the table is the phrase, right? So now we are going to underline the phrases in the following. They spoke to us for a minute. So what is the phrase here? For a minute. He will be back in a minute. She goes for a run now and then. At the circus, we saw an elephant. So, phrase is a group of words and it does not have a verb in it. इसमें कोई verb नहीं होता और एक group of words होता है जो complete sense नहीं देता, हमें complete information नहीं देता. Alright, it does not have a subject or verb or any object. सिर्फ ये एक words का group होता है, right? And we practiced phrases in the textbook as well. Alright, now let's take out that one page. Alright children, we practiced that here. हमने यहाँ पे हमारे पास A to J different sentences और phrases हैं. हमने इसमें से mark out करना था that which one is the sentence and which one is a phrase. Alright, over the fence, this one is a phrase. He kicked it. This is a sentence because he is the subject, kicked is the verb. And as we learnt that a phrase does not have a verb. She likes mangoes. No, this is not a phrase. In a dish. That's correct. That's a phrase. Now and then, it's a phrase. I am on the road. It's not a phrase because it has subject and am is the helping verb. 3 or 4, that's the phrase. They do not want any. Want is the verb, right? Do not, don't want any. Are you coming? No, that's not the phrase. Good and bad. You see? That's a phrase. So that's how we learned phrases, and we learned about phrases in our textbook and workbook. Now let's practice that in the worksheet. Alright, underline phrases in the following. The woman placed the flowers on the table. At the circus, we saw an elephant. He will be back in a minute. There is a chair in the hall. They spoke to us for a minute. So you have to highlight phrases. And what is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words that does not give us complete sense or meaning, right? And a phrase does not have a verb. Alright, so you will highlight or underline the phrases in the following sentences. Alright children, now it's time to look at today's diary. Today's diary is that you have to practice and learn the worksheet that we just did. आपने ये वर्कशीट लर्न करनी है और इसको प्रैक्टिस करना है. मेक श्योर कि आप स्पेलिंग्स जो हैं वो करेक्टली लर्न करें और प्रैक्टिस करें. ऑलराइट, आप ये अपनी वर्कशीट जो है आप रफ रजिस्टर्स पे भी कर सकते हैं प्रैक्टिस और नोटबुक्स पे भी कर सकते हैं. ऑलराइट, सो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. आई विल सी यू टुमारो.